Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Dishonored 2, Blind. I am just going to try and depose the Duke of Serkonos, I guess, so let's go with that.
At the palace, the Duke has a lookalike body double, meant to confuse assassins. A friend of mine washes the linens and said the double is a smoker, if that helps. Maybe you can talk to him. She says he's a nice guy. What a shitty job, pretending to be a tyrant like Duke Luca Abel.
It's remarkable that people tolerate the Duke.
He's got an army, control of the mines, and he's had your support from the capital. At the Duke's parties, people carve up the country while eating boiled crab.
There were parties like that in Dunwall, full of toadies sucking up to me, stabbing each other in the back.
Poor Empress. I could see those party lights from the roof of the abandoned butcher shop where I slept, in the flooded district.
I know you grew up hard, Megan. I used to wander Dunwall with my face hidden. But when I got tired of it, I could always go back to the tower. Karnaka's given me perspective.
Good. After you've eliminated the Duke, find what he's holding for Delilah and take it. When you're finished, I'll pick you up in the skiff. Sorry if I sound bitter. Don't turn your back on the Duke. After we leave Karnaka, there are some things we need to talk about. Things I feel remorse over. I know not everyone who lives in a great palace is a snake. But it's real easy to get accustomed to eating off silver plates. If you figure out which one is the Duke's double, you might want to see what he knows. You wouldn't believe it. But I could have ended the Duke a long, long time ago. Wish I had now. If something happens and you don't make it back, I might have a go at Duke Abel. When this is done, we leave Karnaka at once. I won't be sorry to leave this city. I've done all I can here. I've earned what I've got, even the scars. Especially the scars. Take care of yourself. We'll be there when you're ready.
I wonder if there's any point in going here. Oh, there is. There's some loot. Dangerous current, no swimming beyond that point.
Been running protection for black market shops for years here in Karnaka and over at Colorado. So there's basically no risk.
What's your friend's name?
That's a secret. These guys deal with me and nobody else. Job security.
I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Wanna buy one?
Sure.
You asked for it.
How did they die? Okay. It can't happen like this. Okay, unconscious. Unconscious. Delivery boat key needed. Okay, I don't think there's a way of circumventing that door. Nor is it like barred or anything.
My family and I moved here 3 years ago. Biggest mistake we ever made. You look like you can take care of yourself.
He had words with the collar. He used her own hobnails to blind her.
I mean, no. All I was saying.
Help me if you can. You don't belong here any more than I do you?
Okay, I will give gold to the beggar, but I would prefer to...
I guess now I'm just another pile of trash.
Oh, no, I wanted to... Okay, I will reload because I thought it isn't going to matter if I take 3 steps forward.
You're a good one. You know, there's a place near here, in some rocks behind a fountain. People have always left offerings there. That's where I started having those odd dreams. I don't go there anymore, but you might want to check it out. Sorcery, they said. They burned my books and they hit me in the head until there were no more visions. I used to live here a long time ago. Can you believe it? Was a songwriter, a poet. I used to have such visions. Dreams of black oceans and whales in the sky overhead.
When she handed him a coin, he bit a woman who resembled his late wife. The wound putrefied. She died in agony.
Okay, don't make me regret
See you sometime.
giving you coin. Okay, there's a black market shop, which is good to know. Leviathan's Breath. Running out of breath reduces mana before health. It doesn't matter. Doesn't happen often enough for it to be a useful thing. Okay, that's a condemned building, which I am very much interested in, especially because there seems to be a rune inside.
No, you bastard!
We're playing dice tonight.
Shirt reeks. Gotta get a spare uniform.
Gotta keep my mind on my duties. Forget about that kiss. Oh, that kiss.
Okay.
Duke's given the Grand Guard leeway to create new fees when needed. Wonder who that was.
You saw something?
I'll be damned!
Oh, I didn't think those were guards.
No! Here? Huh? That's not right. What? Come back here! Ah! Oh! What's going on?
Okay, those snipers demolished me. Shouldn't have done that. I thought they were just civilians inside the shop and wanted to listen in on the conversation.
Serafina? Her shop burned down.
Yeah, my report said it was probably the Howlers. But no one knows how the fire started.
Captain, her brother died in that fire.
Asleep inside, drunk from what I remember. You've got until tomorrow to pay up.
Come on, you bastards! No, you bastard!
Now we're getting somewhere.
That's worse than usual today, don't you think?
No, outside
Such
is
a
crook's
handsome
cock.
rum.
Air's a bit thick. Dust has been a problem lately. I've got a bit of a cough.
Don't screw me
Nothing
now.
serious.
The father he saw the boy take the keys. The fools believed him.
Let's go! What's going on here?
Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Now we're getting somewhere.
No, you.
My luck, it'll be that sadistic. Huh? What? Here?
That's not right.
Yeah, the problem is the civilians run for the rest of the guards, so I guess I'll have to deal with all of them. And then I'll be at peace, I guess. Okay, maybe they won't be coming. Gate must remain closed. Remember to close the gate behind you after each delivery. If you need the code, speak to me directly or to Carlos Marletto at the Winslow Safe Company next door. Okay, so you're telling me the guy next door has the code.
find
your
yourself
face
in the
won't
most
make the
reputable
Grand
safe
Guard
shop
happy.
in Karnaca.
What happened here?
I'm not supposed to say so, but the Duke's cousin got his safes here. Who needs more than one safe, you might wonder? Well, in this world, either you don't need a safe, or you need several. That's how it is.
Apartment seizure. On the authority of Duke Luca Abel, due to the urgent security matter regarding buildings with balconies overlooking Ravina Boulevard and the newly installed Wall of Light, you are hereby required to grant you access to your apartment indefinitely. We ask that you keep a spare key at your shop so that Grand Guard personnel have access to your apartment at all times. This action is necessary to prevent miscreants from bypassing the Wall of Light checkpoint. As Director of Winslow Safes, you certainly understand our security concerns, and we trust there will be no further questions or delay. Okay, but he should also have the code for the other building. Yeah, gate code. Dear brother, are you serious? How are you able to run a safe and vault business if you can't even remember a simple three-digit combination? I set the back alley gate code to your birthday and you thought it was your wedding anniversary. I set it to your wedding anniversary and you thought it was your grandfather's age. I set it to grandfather's age and you thought it was mother's secret address. What kind of advice are you giving to your customers for their combinations, I wonder? It's a miracle anybody in this city manages to open one of your safes again after locking them. Anyway, since you leave me no other choice, here's the gate combination written in colored ink, which isn't cheap, 900. Bring the note with you when you come to my shop. I'll make sure it gets burned. And no, I won't leave the gate open. I can't risk having a curious peek inside at my little business. Oh, it's one of those rat gates. You know what? I will open this, but I will also test how the shadow form works. Just so that I know for the future. Okay, so I'm literally a shadow on the floor.
Open up. I cut the code, but it's back on the boat.
No exceptions. Either you have the code, or I assume something's off. My boss's orders.
Damn, open this door.
You know I won't do this. You're wasting time.
I seem to have walked into a trap. But also, nobody seems to care, which is pretty interesting. Delivery boat key. Here's the combination to the alley gate. Don't forget the password either, or I won't open the back door. Next time, dock your boat in a different place, you've started to attract unwanted attention. The Grand Guard have doubled their patrols since the Duke's last decree, so you've got to be careful.
If you go creeping around, watch out for the blood flies. I got thrown around by the Grand Guard yesterday like a sack of flour.
Okay, I will go back to the boat before I forget about that. Oh, wait.
People here hard to see you sometimes.
It was here, and then...
Two coins for that cat lap?
Okay, it has been cleared by someone else already. Oh, by the guards. Confiscated merchandise. To the operator of this vessel, this is the official notification that your cargo has been seized by the Grand Guard for failure to pay the docking tariffs and other fines you owe. If you come up with the coin, you'll find me and my associate in an apartment just before the Wall of Light checkpoint on the way to the Grand Palace. Look for the target mannequins on the balcony. Better hurry though, after a period of a few days, your goods will be sold to cover our expenses. Okay. Oh. Wait, why are they dead? Did the guards kill them? I'm not going to... my kills are still 0. It sucks that they died, but I'm not going to restart the mission from the very beginning to prevent that.
Why does she want that apartment? Dust everywhere, no matter what you do.
Oh, great. I walked straight into it.
I wonder who that was.
What the? Into the road for you. Take this.
Oh, she's dead.
People here aren't as keen on charity now that times are hard. See you sometime.
Outsider walks amongst us. Here at the Silver Spike, among our many offenses against the Duke's endless decrees, we can add another. Your dear editor counts among his friends several well-informed citizens on the occult matters. As such, I can share this with you. The outsider is not likely to be forgotten here in the southern capital. Many of the shrines built to honor him have been disturbed of late, as if recently visited. That figure of myth apparently walks amongst us, gathering up offerings. Some leave rune-carved tokens of bone in the abandoned corners of Karnaca, and others interested in such matters report that yes, these tokens are gone a night later. Trust your senses. Do you not taste him in the withered, sickly crabs you boil for dinner? Can you hear his voice in the hum of bloodfly wings? What else could explain our current plight here in Karnaca? Murder in the street and firing squads as a response. Such times. Believe me when I tell you, my fingers tremble as I scribble these truths. But I am willing to continue for your benefit. Do not be seen reading this printing of the silver spike. Burn it as soon as you are done, and eat the very paper should you see an overseer approaching. Okay, this requires a key. Okay, but maybe I can get the watchtower disabled. I had to do this because I'm pretty sure it would have spotted me.
Kiss the outsiders' balls for luck. Ugh, filthy air. Disgusting. Can't be good for you. Let me have Is there a wall of light protecting the palace anyway? Who's going to attack a man like the Duke? Mother was right. I should have signed on as an engineer in the wind foil.
Okay. I will disable this.
District, despite everything else going on. That's what happens when you've got someone like the Duke running things.
Things are about to change in Karnaca. I can feel it. My husband's been trying to sell our woodworking shop. If we can, we're packing up the kids and relocating to Morley. Bristol's in chaos with everyone fighting over the new Empress, and Tivia's too cold.
guides, fake boat manifests, and private door codes. Might be easier just to play it straight. Pick up and deliver goods. Anyway, so I don't forget it, the code for the black market shop is Sir Conan wine is better than Tivian prisons. Idiots.
What? Sir Conan wine is better than Tivian prisons. Okay. That probably will be useful in some way. However, I am very interested in the next apartment over, the one that has the bone charm. Okay, first things first, let's go back there. Okay, can I destroy this? I should be able to. I can. And there's a black market shop, so I don't have to worry about the sleeping darts and the like. I can just replenish before getting into the palace. Okay, that was not particularly wise. Dode and the Parabola of Lost Seasons. Letter from the Admirer of Dode. Dear Alfred, I've received the book, a good find, but I must admit I have my doubts regarding the historical value of the work. The Knife of Dunwall feeling remorse about killing the tyrant Jessamine? As I write, I am staring at his portrait, and I suspect that Dode always knew destiny was guiding his hand, firm and unforgiving. Anyway, the book was an entertaining read, so thank you again. Keep sending me all the information you can about this mysterious figure we both admire. The Knife of Dunwall. Dode stared at the blade. The plan has gone perfectly, even better than he could have hoped. In fact, the whole thing has been too easy, but now that it was over, he felt hollow, and there was nothing in the world that could fill him again. He knew it with a certainty that scared him. Billy called from the next room. "Boss? Leave me." He nudged the door closed before she could say anything else. He trusted her more than any of them, but he didn't feel like talking. Cleaning the blood from the blade, he studied the marks it made on the cloth. Royal blood, but it looked the same as any other he had seen before. Weren't the high and mighty supposed to be filled with something different? Something better? Dodd was tired. No amount of blood could change the way he felt. He didn't drink as a general rule, and sex had never interested him. He felt a kind of exhaustion that could never be soothed away. A smile crept across his mouth. The knife of Dunwall, exhausted. And yet something else. What was it that he was feeling exactly? He had looked into Jessamine Kaldwin's eyes at the moment her life slipped away, and in that moment a thought occurred to him. He had made a mistake. He had been misled. That kind of thinking was useless. She was just as dead, whether he regretted it or not. But he had seen his true face reflected in her eyes, seeing himself for what he really was. Not a renowned assassin, not some great shaper of history, just another playing piece in an unknowable game. Now, what's funny about this is that the other guy, this is supposedly a work of fiction, and the other guy says it's unrealistic for Dodd to feel remorse for what he has done, but that is exactly how it went down in the actual story. Okay, I do want to get in here. The question is, can I reach it somehow? And the answer is not quite. Get the clankers off of Karnaca Street. I read that before. A note to Lucia Pastor's mother. Mother, please don't be angry and hear me out. I know it's you who has been coming to my apartment to straighten up. I'm sure you mean well, but please stop. Anyway, I've made my mind to move to the Dust District. This way I can be closer to those I'm helping. For other reasons too, that I won't mention now, because of how it might upset you. Anyway, it's unlikely I'll ever return to the Palace District. I'll have someone sell my apartment here, along with the furniture. I know this isn't what you wanted for me, but it is who I am. And don't waste any more of your time matchmaking. I don't wish to marry. None of this is meant to make you feel badly. Please try to understand. All my love. Blast resistant. You take less damage from explosions. No, if things are exploding, I have kind of done goofed. Anyway.
to a bed and you'll have to lie in it. Tisk. I don't make my bed. Ever. That's what servants are for.
Something feels wrong.
So he says, keep alert. And I says, I am alert. I've been alert. And he says, oh yeah, this time.
Okay, let's just for the fun of it, see how it looks when I knock people out in this form. Okay, pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Well, okay, that on the other hand kinda sucked, but... Oh well. I'm pretty sure you must be used to it by now. I feel the game is kind of ending. I was never good and will never be good, so, you know, it is what it is. Okay, I'll get to the balcony, and from there I can get to the next building, you know, next door.
Someone there?
Okay, as I said before, the sleeping darts expenditure doesn't really matter that much, because I can buy new ones at the shop. On the authority of Duke Luca Abel, due to the urgent security matter regarding buildings... Oh, I read that already. I read that in the shop. To the Grand Palace. No, stay here for now. But it's good to know that there is a direct access to the palace from here. Winslow Safe Company. Leviathan's Mind. Regenerate mana while underwater. Too situational. Mystery women leave conservatory. I read that. Okay, that's just a rune this way.
Huh? You're not supposed to be here.
Hello?
Back here. What?
End of the road
You
for
hide
you.
your face. What's going on? Get away! No use running. My eye.
What?
Shit! Wait, look! I
You
think
shouldn't
her
have
head
wandered
is
out.
worth a
Finish her.
fortune!
Are those howlers?
Cut you into
keep that knife.
I dislike the fact that they killed each other. Okay, that sucks.
I wonder if we'll have...
Sir Conan wine is better than Tivian prisons.
And better Crystolian clap than Morellian gout. All right.
To be honest, I don't really even care particularly about stealing the stuff that he sells anyway, because I can just buy it.
You get the customers you deserve, I suppose.
Like, I have so much coin at this point. And so little to do with it. Although, strangely enough, doesn't seem to care that much about the fact that I'm robbing him. I'll just go from the front now and buy the rest, which is at least a little bit hilarious to me. But where is that? Black market this way. Ah, it's inside the Howler's territory, I guess.
Wait, look, I think her head is worth a fortune. I bet you've been living a soft life.
He's not feeling well. What happened here?
Are you just civilians?
Without the businesses operated by the upper class, the working poor would be lost. It's unpopular to say, but the Duke's stricter mining quotas have doubled my profits.
Careful with
We
that
need
sword.
another evening
The
at
Grand
the
Guard
Run
won't
Club.
like it.
You bet.
You should talk to the magistrate.
Feel free to browse my offerings. I am proud to say we are still open and fully stocked despite the recent incidents at other shops.
Disabled
yesterday was
carriage
quite a
rails.
night
An
at the
engineer
palace.
on the take will shut off the electricity to the carriage rails, allowing passage through the wall of light and easier access to the Grand Palace.
Very good.
Sure.
This is what I have for upgrading your equipment.
Yeah, I don't particularly care about any of this.
Perhaps I should close the shop until the dust settles.
Okay, there's sewer access, and he said, the guy said, they're putting offerings behind the fountain, so I guess it's here, and it's probably a shrine to the outsider in the sewers, because this is the fountain here. Indeed. Old charm carver's writings. I found a sailor dead in the street, dragged her into an alley to check for loot. Don't know what killed her, but it wasn't thieves, since her pockets were full of coin and other things. The best was 2 nice pieces of whalebone. I made sure I soaked them good in her blood, just like my mother showed me when she had her black bone charm before me. I took out the black charm and strung it around my neck, hanging between my paps. I started carving at one of them, at one of them whalebones from the sailor, as it's eager for work. Too eager, so I speak to it, calm it. You've got to be patient, I say. Once the whalebone was still, I carved a curse around one side and a sweet tempter on the other. Took me a good long time, too. It's my mother's black bone charm that makes it all work. Got warm to the touch and started to sing while I was working. The new bit of whalebone is so sure special, strong. Fetch a good price from a street boss or a smuggler. My little charm is done. It'll make a gambler's drunk with luck. Walk away a winner every time, though each night spent at the tables, a price is paid. Eyes going milky bit by bit. They will all be boiled up like eggs. Okay, so you win at cards, but you lose your eyesight. I wouldn't like that. I would prefer to be... Although, okay, to be honest, I can't say if I can't say with all honesty if I would prefer to be poor than blind, because I'm neither. My family, luckily for me, is pretty well situated, financially for the standards of my country. So it's not a question I feel wholly equipped to answer. Old stolen diary. For most, the outsider is nothing but a child's tale, meant to instill fear from beyond the family and the community. When I was young, my mother and I were on the run, moving from one village or sea town to the next, camping in the full woods for weeks, always with the cursed overseers at our back. At night she told me of her dreams, of the empty place where the outsider whispered to her, With each visit, her craft grew, until she could see through the eyes of moths and unlock a door or a window latch from outside the house. I will find this empty place. Somehow the key to open the void will fall into my hands. In time, I will learn the secret and he will call to me as I called to her. Call me a heretic for my studies, drag me to your cold stone cell, whip my flesh and put me on trial as an apostate, burn my body to ash, but I will continue to seek the realm of which my mother spoke. It's my life's meaning.
Here you are, back among your own people. The palace-born and those who curry their favor. Are you feeling more comfortable, Majesty? Are these the people you want running a quarter of your empire? No? It never seemed to bother you before. Maybe it looks different up close. Maybe here it's harder to ignore the way the people outside the palace get through the day. In any case, I know what you're after. The heart you carry can only hold one spirit at a time. So, if you want to walk out with a piece of Delilah, you better be ready to leave something behind.
Okay, I have 4 runes, which is just enough for this. Move faster while in your stealthier form. And this. Assassinate or incapacitate up to 3 enemies during the Shadow Walk. Find a way to enter the Grand Palace. Yeah, I do have such a way. And I'm done with runes and the like on this map.
Why cover your face? Are you worried someone might...
So I just need to find that one apartment. Okay, wasn't planning on this happening like that. I have a key to an apartment, but I don't remember where that apartment is. Okay, but this was literally pointless because it just opened a path that, you know, I've been here, I've just entered through the balcony. Okay, so I guess I can go to the Grand Palace then. I don't know how to open this, but there's just some gold inside. I can live without opening that. Okay, so this is the Grand Palace gate, but I'll enter it next time because this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to save and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!